Before we begin, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell for more amazing videos. If you notice this freakish creature washed up on the sand, experts urge you not to get too close. When 7-year-old Hunter Lane spied a flash of bright color in the sand, his beach day on the Texas coast suddenly got far more exciting. For while the electric blue creature he spotted appeared to be a kind of jellyfish, it was unlike anything Hunter had ever seen before. Thinking he discovered a new species, the curious boy scooped up the mysterious animal to show his parents. Yet, as Hunter soon found out, that was the very last action he should have taken. Given the creature's striking color and strange shape, though, it's not hard to see why it drew Hunter's attention. The animal's stunning blue hue cuts a stark contrast against goldy, sandy beaches, after all, and the outlandish creatures must have astonished quite a few unsuspecting Texans when they began washing up on the state's shores. But it's not just the alluring shade of one of the mystery life forms that interests beachgoers. Its shape also makes it look like something akin to a dragon, and naturally arouses the curiosity of passers-by. Bizarre wing-like projections that end in darker tips protrude from the side of its body in several different places, too. So, just like Hunter had, many people may initially think that these are a species previously unknown to science. And while experts are aware of these creatures, the animals are exceptionally rare and can be incredibly dangerous. That's why visitors must heed the advice of wildlife professionals regarding Texas's beach invaders. In fact, the Padre Island National Seashore, PINS, has even issued a warning about the creatures, and according to the organization, if you do see any electric blue wildlife on beaches, you shouldn't approach them under any circumstances. So stay away and don't touch them, because these spectacular visitors pose more of a threat than you might think. Unfortunately, though, Hunter didn't get that message, and he had no idea what he'd found along the shore that day. The 7-year-old boy made his amazing discovery on one of the beaches that form part of Padre Island National Seashore. He was visiting the locale with his parents, Trey and Leah Lane, when he spotted the creatures. Padre Island officials report that Hunter was one of the first people on the beach to find the rare animals, too. But what was the child combing the beach for in the first place? Well, Trey told CNN it was his son's passion for aquatic animals that led him to the discovery. Hunter loves sea creatures and thought he'd found a blue-button jellyfish, Trey later informed the TV news network. It was an easy mistake to make. Blue-button jellyfish not only share a similar color, hence their name, but they also grow to roughly the same size as the mysterious creature that Hunter found. That's why Hunter picked up the creature, thankfully using one of his toys, and took it to show his father. On the trip back, though, the inquisitive boy must have realized that he'd stumbled upon something else entirely. He proclaimed to me that he had discovered a new species, Trey recalled. Clearly, then, Hunter was delighted with his find. In fact, Leah recalled that her son really wanted to touch the creature because of its squishy-looking appearance. Even at his age, though, Hunter was well informed enough to know that that would have been a mistake. He wisely decided against petting the enchanted animal. Incidentally, Pins later identified the creature as a Glaucus atlanticus, or blue dragon. So it wasn't a jellyfish at all, as Hunter had first assumed. What was it then? Well, scientifically, the creatures are mollusks, which puts them in the same group as clams, octopuses, and even common garden snails. And while that may not sound particularly threatening, just wait until you hear what they can do. You see, creatures in the mollusk family are invertebrates, meaning they have soft bodies and no backbones. Some of them, such as snails, have evolved to use shells to protect their vulnerable forms. Blue dragons, on the other hand, belong to a group of sea slugs called nudibranchia, or naked gills, that never develop shells. The name is a reference to the fringed feelers or horn-like appendages that commonly grow on the nudibranch's back. Although they look akin to protective spines or tentacles, in reality they're external gills and used for breathing. These mollusks do have tentacles, though. The nudibranch's tentacles are called ringophores. Ringophores commonly grow in pairs on a mollusk's head, and they act as sensory organs. That is to say, nudibranches use them to feel for and detect potential food sources, which are generally responsible for their usually lurid pigmentation. Yes, a blue dragon's bright body color is typical of nudibranches, which are generally vivid hues, Although there are a few drabber specimens, their stunning colors are a result of their diet. You see, the creatures are often found among vibrant deep-sea life such as coral and anemones, which serve as their snacks. So, alongside the many advantages the nudibranch's diet provides, it also allows them to blend into their surroundings. But don't let their alluring pigments deceive you. These slugs are aggressive hunters. In fact, they're predators that feast on prey lots of other creatures would rather avoid, and for good reason. That even includes their own species. Considering the blue dragon's voracious appetite and intimidating name, you might imagine them as deep sea giants, but if that's the case, prepare for a surprise. Blue dragons reach just 3 centimeters in length on average. Yet, while these sea slugs are small and can't breathe fire, they live up to their namesake in many other regards. One reason the blue dragons are draconic in nature, as well as in name, is the way they move. With the finger-like appendages on their sides, these swimming slugs look like they're flying through the water. Perhaps the most surprising thing about this, though, is that blue dragons swim upside down. According to Smithsonian Magazine, these elegant creatures have stomach sacs that fill with gas to assist their floating. And the blue dragon's bright colors are actually on their underside, so they have to flip over to display them. This way, any predators passing from above will spot the hues and realize the sea slug is off the menu. Meanwhile, a blue dragon's darker body portion will conceal it from predators lurking below. Now you're probably wondering why creatures, usually living in tropical waters, were washing up on the beaches of Texas. After all, they're clearly not native to the area. This made their appearance all the more puzzling. Please share this with your friends and family.